Thank God we finally have something for independent people because I cannot tell you how boring. Greetings, my fellow diplomats. Today is another wonderful day as we have one of the last remaining dev diaries to cover that is revolving around the diplomacy of the World Congress, and with that, the relationships that are now available with the Together We Rule expansion that kind of expand really on independent people. So let's check that out, get into it, and analyze how leverage, the key resource of Together We Rule, plays a factor into this. The Congress of Humankind, as it's referred as, is probably my most anticipated dev diary and feature at that for Together We Roll. Although I couldn't help but notice the similarity to Civilization V's World Congress and Stellaris's Galactic Community. Stellaris is a bit of a reach, I know, but I don't really think that this compares too much to Civilization 6, as the session leader is kind of randomized for that World Congress, and there wasn't really any diplomatic weight system aside from favors for that, and I felt favors were kind of outdated and they bared too much on the diplomatic scale in terms of balancing. Something I feel that was criminally underdeveloped with the base game for Humankind is the different diplomatic accesses and ideological features that were present in the base game. And I feel like they were interesting to start off, but these features didn't really have too much of a use aside from giving the player some on the surface level vanilla borderline cosmetic features and ways to kind of quote unquote customize your empire. They didn't really play too much of a role outside of some minor cultural osmosis events. In addition, you can also do things like international crises votes to resolve different systems and conflicts between two empires if you're looking to get to the quick end of a war. Maybe you have some more leverage and you are looking to seek help from your allies on the diplomatic stage, in the international stage. So that is a nice new option. Now, with your ideologies, you also have to be a lot more considerate when it comes to deciding what you want to pursue. If you have certain conflicts with other cultures, it's going to play a much bigger role. And by promoting your ideology and gaining more followers or a larger cult base of, I guess, population that's kind of following it, not like worshippers per se, but I guess scholars and researchers as it's represented in the game that practice and preach your own ideologies and beliefs, then that may help further your own goal as you continue to unlock different policies and try to combat other opposing ideas from other empires. So that could create new interesting rivalries that weren't seen in the base game and might lead to new interesting conflicts. Going back to the base screen for the Congress, while I will say that I do like the way that you are able to refresh and vote in new policies a bit more selectively compared to the Civ 6 World Congress, one critique I do have is that city-states and independent people do not have too much of a say in this, whereas I would like to see a bit more representation there. So perhaps instead of just being direct vassals, they could have a little bit of a say when it comes to promoting their empire or trying to stake out or carve out a claim for neutral empires, maybe like what Switzerland did during World War II. Thank God we finally have something for independent people because I cannot tell you how boring of a system it was. It was just this blank ass slate that was so annoying to work with. You had two options. You either kick their ass and dominate them militarily without signing anything, or you slowly annex them, which took either a bit too long depending on your influence, or you could do it like in a snap depending on the choices you chose in terms of how to placate them. So glad to see it's more of a slower process. You actually have treaties. It would not make sense for someone to waltz into a relatively strong and fortified city-state like perhaps Dur Kurigaltu, I'm just pulling it since it's right in the image here, and demand that they pay tribute. In the ancient era, at least, they should put up a bit of a fight depending on how fortified they are and how much population they have. So great to see that. Great to see that the devs are taking time to respond to player feedback, because I know a lot of people were requesting more expanded independent people features. This is going to be it for my Together We Rule coverage, but please let me know if you like what is going on with the expansion so far and if you are looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like the channel, please leave a like and subscribe to help support us if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that notification bell. All right, love you guys. Peace.